Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Social 101 with Myey Flores, founder of All Things New. So
Hey guys.
tell me, so you have a group, All Things New, a Facebook group, and you've grown it to 15,000 followers, more than 15,000 followers in less than 6 months, right?
Yes, pretty much about 15,000 followers, and hopefully it'll still continue to grow in the next
I'm
few
sure.
months.
And tell me, so one of the very first introductions that I had to you was through All Things New, through a viral video that I saw of you doing makeup. I think with your sister or something, right? So you guys were doing a
we do
fun
a lot of
makeup
that.
tutorial, and it was
Yes.
I loved it. It was a really fun way to just show product usage. So how do you come up with these ideas? And tell me a little bit about your All Things New group.
Okay, we started All Things New, I think it was late May of 2016. The reason I created the page was because I was traveling. So I'm based here in the Philippines, and then my whole family is in the US. June was when my sister was graduating, so that was last year, and I felt like it was time for us to start something on social media since we're both communication graduates, and we knew we could just create content that we could share to the world since we love the new skin products, all those things. So when we were brainstorming, we wanted something that would represent how we see new skin and social media. That's why we came up with the name All Things New. And everything that we do in the page follows the principle of something new with what you used to do. So we use that to lead our content creation. So even if it's just probably toothpaste, we think of a fun new way to share it. Or let's say it's a tinted moisturizer, just a different life hack that people didn't know about the product. And then finally you do it together, and then you put it in really short clips and short videos so that, their attention span would just they just follow through with just a minute, because if you put like 10 minutes there, they're like, oh, that's too long.
So I love that you said like you do like a life hack with it, because instead of just saying, hey, here's a product that I use, you're giving them tips and tricks. So you're going to hit a much broader audience by doing tips and tricks. Even if someone at first didn't use your tinted moisturizer that you sell, they would try it with the one they had at home probably, right? And then but be interested in what products you're talking about as you create that credibility, which I love. I think you guys have so much credibility with like makeup and different things because you're always doing really fun makeup tutorials.
Yes. We do a lot of research with, let's say, what are the different uses of foundation, liquid foundation, or in our case, a tinted moisturizer. If you have different shades, what could we incorporate? Let's say that's why we came up with a contouring video with the tinted moisturizer, because people know how to use your tinted moisturizer, right? But we need an All Things New version of it, so something new with what you used to do. And then we kind of wanted people to have both the shades that were available in our market, and there are only 2 shades here, which is honey and beige. So we wanted them to buy it in a bundle. Well, get excited at least to have both the shades, and they need to feel that they need both, not just one, even if, so that's how we do it.
And I loved it because you like kind of put it on different ways and then blended it, and the before and the after was amazing, where it was like, oh, look at the contouring that I just did with these 2 products. But I love that it was because, then you need both. You don't just pick your own color. You need both, and here's how you use them.
Exactly.
Okay. You also were part of the brain of Dentist Diva?
Diva Dentista.
Diva Dentista. Tell me about Diva Dentista, because it has over 1 million views, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. One of the videos has already more than a million views, more than 11,000 shares, and it was only posted January 8th this year.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yes.
So All Things New is like the mother community of the mother brand of our community. And one of my business partners, who's a very good friend of mine, she is a practicing dentist here in Manila, and she has a strong base of people who are also dentists. So they're either sellers, distributors, some are even executives. And we were planning on a page that was specifically going to have content that was procedural, because we knew that, people know how to use their toothpaste and people get it, that it's going to whiten. Mm-hmm. But we found in our research that people like watching procedure videos of anything.
It's true.
There's this guy on Snapchat who does surgeries, and then he does like snippets of his procedures. I don't know how he's allowed to do that, but yeah, I forget where he's from. So we conceptualized a page specifically for Diva Dentista, because she's a singer. That's why it's Diva, and it means so much. So much things aside from just being like a confident, excited, entrepreneurial dentist who's going out of her comfort zone and actually being an entrepreneur. So all her videos there, we wanted to keep it procedural, and it's just under a minute, and then using the AP24 just to add value, and people were just drawn to it. And then I remember the day that we posted it, and it just kept going viral. Like, you refresh the page, and then like 100 other people shared it, and then you refresh the page, and then the shares just keep on coming. And before you know it, we were like, oh, I think this is the first one that's ever going to reach 1 million views. And then she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, prepare, because I think other brands might want you to put their brand on your page pretty soon. But, she's Nu Skin exclusive. Ha ha ha. So too bad for other brands. Yeah.
But anyway, everyone needs to go watch it, because it's a cute video, and it is. When you see that person with like that thing in their mouth, it makes you want to watch it for some reason, because like you said, it's procedural. I don't know. I mean, I watched them too. I don't know what it is about those videos. What?
I filmed. I recently got my my teeth cleaned, and we filmed it, and we posted the same thing, because I wanted to see whether there really was a shade different after you use AP24 for the polishing stage. That's what she said, like polishing stage after prophylaxis. So, and there was a difference. So we were surprised. So I had to post that again, and then yay. But it wasn't as viral as the first one, but the first one was like already 1 million views. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. But there is something really fun with that. But I love that you're taking like, so how do you research different trends that you're doing? Because you're finding trends that work in social, and then you're saying, okay, what product do we have? How does this fit my business? And then putting them together. And I love the life hacks and stuff. But do you just kind of keep an eye on social? Do you go out and do something very specific as you're looking for trends? How do you find a lot of those trends?
I consume a lot of content. So it's not just social media articles, trends online. You find all that material online. I read a ton of books, and for me, that's where I get principles that are applicable to our platform. And why I prefer books for principles is because they're universal, and it teaches you to communicate in ways that are probably more generic, and it would reach a base more than just specifically millennials. Even if it's a makeup video, it has to be relatable. So I always say this whenever I teach about content creation. In order for you to create content, to be a content creator, you have to be a consumer first. So consume content so that you can produce content. And then I follow through with, if you want to produce quality content, and then you have to be very keen on the things that you put into your mind, especially when you're now using social media as a platform to communicate. It can't be just all about you. You have to be thinking of your audience. So consume quality content. And if you want to produce a great deal of quality content, then your homework would be behind the scenes of studying and consuming a great deal of quality content as well before you are able to produce. So when people ask me about content creation, I encourage them to do their homework as well. Like, it doesn't just happen overnight, and we call it making magic. But truthfully, before I even think of anything, before I post something, I usually just read and study and engage. I like talking to my friends, my audience, about things that they love. And when I'm in a conversation and suddenly something hits me, I just know that that's what we need to do. That's the video that we need to produce next. And then truthfully, when we follow the voice of the people, and then that's how we know that this video would probably fly.
I love it. I want everybody to just rewind and re-listen to that whole part, because there's some really important things that I feel like you just brought up. Number one, like, the more you're consuming content, like good content, the better ideas are going to generate, right?
Exactly.
Two is like, who's your audience and who are you producing it for, and listening to your audience and making sure that you're being true to who your audience is, because that's key to building a relationship and providing what they want, and just the quality that you want to be a part of. You know, that if you want to have high quality content, you need to consume high quality content, right? It's not just, so following brands that are similar or different things, like, there's a lot of really cool ways to engage. And I feel like a lot of people think that you have to come up with brand new, unique ideas every time. And what you've talked about is, it's like, no, we're something new, you know, but it's with something that's comfortable, because none of us want to be like so different that it's uncomfortable. So I love that you ground it back into something that your audience and your people are used to,
familiar
and comfortable
with,
and familiar with, but then teaching them a little twist or a little something different. Instead of trying to come up with some grand, huge content thing, you're just creating content that fits, and that I love the twist of it. It's really, really simple. It is time consuming, but we're spending time in social and consuming things all the time. So think about who you're following. Think about what you're consuming, to make sure that you're consuming the right content. Because we could be following all sorts of things that are a waste of our time if you're really building a social business. And so whatever, where you're really into like makeup, maybe some of the other social sellers are not going to be as into makeup. Follow brand, so I would follow makeup brand or skincare brands, but maybe people want to do more health stuff. Just focusing on
what your audience likes. Exactly.
Yeah, I think those things are so, and it's funny when you were saying it, I'm like, oh, I do that all the time. Where like, I get so much inspiration, but then I think, here's how it would fit with Nu Skin and with me. Instead of it being like, I could just remake that video, I'm like, it gets my brain spinning. Yeah. And then I can come up with an idea that just really feels right from that.
Right.
And I love, you guys have a really fun team. You guys do a lot of videos together as a team to get inspiration. Or do you kind of get together and everybody does their own videos?
I encourage my people to produce their content. And the number one rule is don't steal other people's content. So it's better if you're going to be your own content creator. But of course, I don't require them to produce their own videos that are probably as curated as All Things New, because some of them are part-time, some of them run a household, some of them have so many things going on. But we just encourage them to share a piece of themselves, at least in captioning. And we want them to love what All Things New represents as a community beyond the brand itself. So people produce their own probably before and after photos. Some do have their own videos as well. And we do a lot of fun content with the team from time to time. So I don't know if you've seen that video as doing the cups version with AB24 thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was just a random thing that we said, we need to show the world that it's fun to do this with a team. Anybody is welcome. It's a toothpaste, but nobody's really going to do that with a toothpaste, right? So it's okay, just another way to showcase the toothpaste without actually saying that, oh, this is the whitening toothpaste that you should buy or should join the team because it's this, like stating the obvious. It's another twist to showing camaraderie, fun, teamwork, duplication, like sharing it starts from yourself and then just sharing it to the other, paying it forward, all those things. So we incorporated that in that video. It's principle based, something new with what you used to do.
I love that video. It's very fun. And I like that you have the words too as it's going, because we doesn't turn it on. And those are just really great best practices. And if someone's not quite sure what you're talking about, because like you said, you're talking about all these different things, when you have the words while you're singing a song, it's very powerful.
We had to do the lyrics. Yeah, we had to do the lyrics that would be specific to what Nu Skin is as an opportunity, and how it would play out if you do partner up with us and work with a team. So got the business for the long way around, so they know it's long term. Yeah.
How many takes did it take to make that video?
I forget. What's funny is we had to practice on the spot. It's like, okay, people, we're gonna do a video today, and then we have to do this. So we showed them the video of Anna Kendrick doing the cups thing, and they're like, how in the world are we gonna learn that right now? But you know what? Anything that you put your mind to, and if you have a team doing it with you, we probably learned it in just like 5 minutes, and then it took time to practice it. Yeah. It's easy. It's easy.
Incredible. So, it would take me all day to figure out that whole cup padding. So what's your next big video campaign? Are you allowed to tell me, or is that a big secret?
Maybe I could give you like an idea of what we're working on right now. Since we know that this is a social media revolution, and we have at least started our journey and we're happy with what we've had for the past 5-6 months, we already did an animation video, which is posted and pinned on our page. I don't know if you've seen that. It has like the story of all things new, call me M, and this is what happened. Yeah. So that the follow through from that would be something that's a little more global, that would feature most of our business partners from different parts of the world. So that's what we're currently working on. Yeah. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, so it's kind of the whole group, and like, as opposed to being product, like who we are and what we do a little bit more. Because I love your other All Things New one. And what's your hashtag? Oh my gosh, you have the cutest hashtag at the end. All together now.
All together now.
With your ATN, which I like a lot. I think that
ATN is all together now.
With All Things New, all together now. I love how you come up with really fun, I don't know, combinations of hashtags and different things. It's just fun. So I'm excited to see version 2 of that story that's coming out. Yes. So we're going to put a link in here so that everyone can go get some inspiration from your videos, because as people are trying to consume quality content, I would recommend everyone watch your videos and consume your content as quality content that gives some really good ideas. No pressure, right?
Thank you. I know. It's like, oh, okay.
No, it's such good stuff. And it's just fun, and it's trendy, like we said with the cup song. Like it's very relevant and fun things. So I just recommend everyone to kind of go in and watch it and see it. Any last kind of advice or parting words on this Social 101 that you wanted to share?
Well, if it's about content creation, I just really would like to tell everybody who's just starting on social media, or probably you're just figuring out how to do your content curation, your videos, everything, just keep it simple. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to strike the heart of your audience. Aesthetics is one thing, but I think 99% would be the heart of your message. So even if everything is nicely curated, but if people feel that it's too professional or too impersonal, it should have, like the marriage of both. And I would always lead with what would move a person's emotions rather than just answering how to do things. So when we do our content creation, even for the people who are new in my team, I just tell them the only way you're going to be really good at it is if you keep doing it over and over again. You have to start simple, and then it's going to be a little better, and then you're going to learn probably new techniques, find new inspiration as you go along, but you just have to keep on doing. It's a skill that is trained and honed, and you have to practice it. So don't feel bad if you feel that this content isn't nice. What's important is it's you, and people will respond to you because they trust you beyond anything that you could ever create or somebody could create, and then you just share it. I would inspire, or probably just tell my people, start from you and then lead with trust. And then if you really want to improve on your content, just practice, and then you're going to be fine as long as you keep on going.
Mic drop, because that was like the most amazing thing right there. Like, truly, mic drop. That was just, it was perfect. I mean,
thank you.
I think often in the social world, we doubt ourselves and we don't want to put it out there, and we're scared because, oh my gosh, I'm not as talented as someone else with my social stuff.
Yeah.
And so should I put that out there? And you should, because people follow you because they love you.
Yes. People follow you because they love you. And that comes first before anything that you're going to put out there.
I love that. So perfect little knowledge give right there. So thank you for taking time. I know it's early in the morning in the Philippines, and we so appreciate you being willing to share your knowledge with the whole community here, with the whole global news community. So
I'm a student of one of the social media greats in Nuskin, 16 Ramos. So this is just me paying it forward, because she's just really generous in, aiding us, teaching us whenever I need anything to learn or probably improve and all that. So yeah, I'm a student of that amazing lady.
That's what it's about, is all of us sharing and learning at the same time. So we so appreciate it. And thank you,
Kathy,
for doing this for us. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. It's an honor. Bye.